rage. It makes you want to just like, ugh. It's such a visceral feeling in the body that can feel really challenging to handle. Not only is the emotion itself difficult to handle in our bodies, but then there's also the feelings of societal shame and judgment that get placed on top of the feeling itself. So it can be really scary to allow ourselves to just feel this intense anger. So much so that we can either end up suppressing it, pushing it to the side, not looking at it or feeling it because that just seems easier and safer. Or we're on the other end of the spectrum where it's so hard to handle that feeling in our bodies that we just want it out. And in that movement out, it can get expressed in harmful ways from a dysregulated state. So, how can we safely express and feel this emotion and try to understand it more on and off the mat? Well, by feeling our feelings, really truly just sitting with it, feeling it, noticing the sensations in our bodies, and then developing a curious mindset and an inner listening, we can begin to understand rage and why it's here. We can even trace the feeling back to the thought where it originated from and get to the root of why it's here. We can even go so far as finding a deep gratitude for rage and its sacredness as an opportunity to catalyze necessary changes. So through today's practice, there will be an opportunity for you to just sit with all of your feelings, whether it be rage, whether it be any other feelings you've shown up with on the mat today. We'll allow ourselves to sit with those feelings, and then we'll safely be able to express those feelings through movement, through breath, using that fire as a way to catalyze changes and to really just integrate this feeling into our bodies and our minds for deeper wholeness and healing. So if you have any yoga blocks, you're welcome to grab those, put them next to your mat in case you want to use them during practice. But as always, you have the option to go without them. And then whenever you're ready, you can find a cozy seat on your mat, either cross-legged or really however you want. Just come to a moment here. We'll find some breath, we'll connect to feeling, and then we'll get into the movement. So you can bring your hands onto your thighs, palms face down. Start to roll your shoulders down your back. And then I invite you to just close down your eyelids or take a look at the earth in front of you if it feels a little bit too much to be with that intensity with the eyes closed. So yogi's choice. Start to just invite in some conscious breath awareness. Now I encourage you to begin to notice the sensations that are happening within your body, perhaps due to whatever emotion that you're bringing onto the mat today. So rather than try to intellectualize whatever emotion, try to understand it, think about it, etc., we're really tuning into the feeling body. So notice where in your body maybe it is bringing up tension or heaviness or fire or tingles or even something completely different. Just notice. Now, where in your body do you feel those sensations? For me, when I feel rage or intense anger, it's in my heart space, it's in my shoulders, it's in my back, but maybe you feel it somewhere else. And we'll take a few cleansing breaths together. So we'll all meet down on the exhale. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Breathe in. And big breath out. Last one here. Inhale. This time, maybe imagining yourself like a dragon unleashing its fire. Exhale. Start to let your eyelids flutter open, and we'll meet in a tabletop position. So just be mindful as you arrive there. Find a nice sturdy base, and then start to tuck your toes behind you. Sink your hips towards your heels. We're just coming into another breath practice, a lion's breath. So you can rotate your fingers externally, rotate them towards your body. You can either let your fingertips reach towards your knees, or you can let them come to the outsides of your mat, so whichever feels most accessible in your body. Once you arrive, keep dropping your belly down, opening your heart and your throat forwards, and letting your shoulders fall down your back. Now, it'll be similar to the last breath. You'll take a deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale through your mouth, you'll stick out your tongue and then exhale that way. All right, so we'll all meet here on an exhale. Inhale through your nose. Take a look forwards, heart open. Lion's breath, exhale. Try to channel that ferocity of the lion. Inhale. Exhale. Can you let this anger, this rage, whatever other feeling move through your breath? Deep breath in. Big breath out. Just a few more here. Inhale. Feel it going all the way down to your toes. Let this emotion course through you. Inhale. Strong exhale. Last one. Deep breath in. Let it feel empowering. Exhale. You can start to rotate your fingers back towards the top of your mat. Rotate your fingertips towards your body, this time just on top of your hands. So just getting a counter stretch into your wrists. Go ahead and untuck your hands, come back into your tabletop and gently or safely, aggressively pat out the tops of your feet. Get that little massage, and then start to slow down your movement. On an inhale, reach your right toes or your right leg back, press into your heel, lift your heel up to the sky, engage your core, engage your glute. On your next inhale, reach your left arm forward, finding this balance. On an exhale, bring your knee and your elbow to meet at the center, round in, find this tension in your body. Inhale, reach out, open up. Exhale, round in. Feel the tense of your muscles as you round in. On an inhale, reach back out. Feel the expansion of your muscles all the way from toes to fingers. Last one, exhale, knee and elbow meet. See if you can curl a little bit more. And then exhale, release your hands and your foot to the earth. Once more, kick your right leg back, and then this time you'll have the option here to reach your right heel up, left arm forward as before, and just hang out here, finding the strength in your body. Or you can start to reach your right heel in towards your glute, wrap your left hand behind you and grab the top of your foot. Press your foot into your hand and find this arch of your back, maybe even open your heart space and look forwards. On an exhale, wherever you are, go ahead and land all the way back into your tabletop, and then we'll take it to the other side. Extend out your left leg, press into your heel. Inhale, lift your heel to the sky, reach your right arm forwards. On an exhale, round in, find this little curl in, find your strength. Inhale, reach out. leg back, fingertips forwards. Let your palm face towards the midline of your mat. Exhale, round in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round. And inhale to lengthen. On an exhale, bring it back into your tabletop. And then same thing on the same side. You'll reach your left leg out, right arm forward. Find stillness here or come into your tabletop bow. If you're in your bow, keep pressing your foot and your hand into one another. Try and really get this lift and this arch in your back. And then on an exhale, come all the way down into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a few lifts and lowers of your heels. Keep pressing into your knuckles, really starting to work this heat in your body. Can you let it be empowering rather than debilitating or destructive? On an inhale, take a look forwards. Exhale, shift into plank. From here, inhale, reach your right heel to the sky, lower it. Reach your left heel to the sky, lower it. And then start to come into an upward facing dog. So you'll press your pelvis towards the earth. Keep your toes tucked though. So slight different variation of up dog. Toes tucked, pelvis lowered, and then a heart space can open forwards. Take a look up. On an exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, shift forwards into your plank. Lift your right heel, lower it. Lift your left heel, let it lower. On an exhale, take it into your upward facing dog variation. Keep pressing your shoulders away from your ears. Next exhale, lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. All right, you can start to bend deeply through your knees, take a look forwards, and then whatever you're feeling, you can walk or you can jump forward into your forward fold. Release your head, let your neck reach towards your chest. Take a moment and just let the intensity of the feelings just like wash over your body. Can you maybe let a little bit of it go? Start to bend through your knees. Inhale, we'll rise all the way up. As you do so, your head will be the last to lift. Do a few rolls of your shoulders. And then reverse. All right, you can go ahead and come to stillness. And then we're just going to shake it out. So rather than trying to shake out our anger or our rage, we're just going to shake it out and let the rage be in our bodies. So lift and lower your heels one at a time, both at a time. Starting to work this energy. Start to move your hands, your fingertips, wrists, your shoulders, maybe your head wants to go to either side. Take any big breaths you need to, any sighs, or just let it go. Let it out, let it be. And then start to slow down your movement. Rotate to the side of your mat. Feet a little bit wider than hip width distance. Heels in, toes out. Start to bend into your right knee. Reach your left fingertips over towards your right toes, and then right fingertips can lift to the sky. There's a good option to have a block. If you want to have it travel with you, you can. We'll take a few movements here to each side. On an exhale, come all the way back to center, and then take it over to the left. Left knee bends, left fingertips lift high. And then you can take these movements here at your own pace. Moving to the right, twisting, opening your heart to the side. Moving to the left, twisting, opening your heart to the side. Take it as fast or as slow as you need. Just move with your breath. Let these movements be powerful. Once you've evened out your sides, we'll go ahead and meet back in a wide-legged forward fold. So now just rotate your toes in, heels out just a little bit. Allow your forehead to reach towards the earth. Find another moment to just let go of some of the intensity. Let it wash over you, let it process through you. Bring your hands to your hips, slight bend in your knees. Inhale, lift your torso all the way up. Rotate your toes forward. We'll come into a warrior one. Left leg forward, bend through your left knee. Reach your arms all the way over your head. Press firmly into your feet, lifting energetically through your fingertips. On an exhale, bring your hands behind your back, clasp them together. Fists reach down towards the earth so that your shoulders and your front line of your body can open. Maybe take a look up. On an exhale, start to fold your torso forwards, come into a humble warrior. Your torso will be about parallel to the earth. Maybe you're already starting to feel this heat in your body. See if you can just roll with it. From here, we're going to take it into a warrior three. So you'll start to press your weight into your left foot. Reach your right heel to the sky as you let your torso be about parallel to the earth. Now you're welcome to keep your hands clasped, or you can release them into airplane arms, or let them travel forwards, bicep wrapped around your ear. Big breath in. Reach your heel up a little bit more. And then exhale, let your right foot come behind your left leg over towards the left side of the mat. So you're like crossing your feet. And then you can release your hands all the way to the earth. Come into this fold variation. We'll take it into a half split. So if you'd like to use one of your blocks, you're welcome to. Bring it under your hands directly in front of your left foot. On an inhale, you'll reach your right heel back up to the sky. So similar movement with your leg as warrior three, but now we're pulling heart space and forehead all the way towards the knee, the shin. On an exhale, start to bend through your left knee, bend through your right. Bring your right knee behind your left, come into a Shiva Squat. Take a look forwards. Inhale, lift your right heel up to the sky. And then you can relax your right toes on the mat behind you. Inhale, lift your torso up, arms reach high. Come into your high lunge. Deep breath in. And next exhale, open your hips to the side. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. You can lengthen out your stance as much as you need so you can bend your left knee and press your pelvis nice and low to the earth. Arms are parallel. Take a look over towards your left fingertips. Inhale, reach forward as much as you can. Really get that length in your right side body. And then exhale, left hand will come to your thigh, right fingertips over your head, extended side angle. See if you can find this inner rotation of your shoulder so your palm is faced towards the top of your mat. You're welcome to take this variation, or you can come into half bind with your right hand to your low back, or you can come into full bind, wrapping your right hand under, your left hand under, you're trying to meet them towards one another. If you're here, keep dropping your right shoulder down your back so you can open your heart space to the side just a bit more. On your next inhale, lift up warrior two. And then exhale, peaceful warrior. Right fingertips down your right leg, left fingertips reach up and back. Keep that integrity of the bend in your front knee. So moving into our peaceful warrior, can you start to invite in a little bit of a peaceful sensation to your body? On an inhale, lift up to your warrior two. On an exhale, rotate forward, step your right foot to meet your left. And we'll take it into chair, Utkatasana. Bring your palms towards your heart, start to bend through your knees, hips sink low. Take a look down towards the earth directly in front of you. So what does it feel like to be at peace with your rage? On an inhale, come on forward onto your toes. We'll come into drinking bird. Reach your arms forward, biceps wrap around your ears. And then exhale, go ahead and fold all the way forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Arms lift overhead, Urdhva. Exhale, hands can come all the way down towards your heart. Now you rotate to the opposite side, so long ways. I'll rotate just so I can face you guys, but opposite side of the mat, same thing, heels in, toes out. We'll do the same thing on this side. So bend through one of your knees. Let's say right knee first, left fingertips towards the earth, right fingertips high. Exhale to the other side. And you've got a few rounds of breath with this movement. Last round of breath, and then we'll meet all the way back into a forward fold. As you arrive in your fold, your toes will be in, heels will be out, and then you can just let your chin fall towards your chest. And take a few rounds of breaths as you arrive. So as we start to process our feelings of rage, we can start to invite in some other sensations to befriend it. Sensations of letting go, of peace, softness. Not to replace the rage, but to accompany it and help us process it a little bit easier. Bring your hands to your hips, light bend in your knees. Inhale, lift all the way up. And then we'll rotate towards the top of the mat. So right foot should be forwards. Bend into your right knee. Warrior one. Arms lift all the way over your head. Maybe take a look up. Find this length in your lower belly. Exhale, hands wrap behind your back. Clasp them together. Opposite hand on top this time. Try to find that balance in your body as your fists lower towards the earth. Open your throat, your chin towards the sky. On an exhale, bring your torso forward. Your fists can hang out about parallel to the earth, or you can start to lift them towards the sky depending on the mobility in your shoulders. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Keep bending into your right knee, press into your right foot, and then we'll start to slowly lift it into warrior three. So pressing your left heel back in space, option to find that extension with your arms back or reaching them all the way forwards. Your choice on variation. On an exhale, bring your right foot or your left foot over towards the right side of your mat. Find a fold. So we're just crossing left foot behind the right, letting it fold us forwards. If you have a block, you've got an option to bring it out under your hands. When you're ready, inhale, lift your left heel to the sky, come into your half splits. Keep lifting your heel and then letting your third eye center reach towards your right leg. On an exhale, bend your left knee, start to bring it behind your right. As you bend your right knee as well, look forwards, Shiva Squat. Inhale, lift your left heel high, half splits. Exhale, lower your left foot towards the earth. Inhale, lift your torso, arms lift up, high lunge. Exhale. Deep breath in. On an exhale, rotate your hips towards the left side of your mat. Press into your front heel. Take a look over your right fingertips. Inhale, reach your fingers forwards. Exhale, extended side angle. Lift your left fingertips towards the sky. Option to remain here in this first variation, or you can take it to half bind or full bind. In any of these positions, just making sure to not round forwards and close off your heart space, but to stay open. Inhale, lift all the way up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior, peaceful warrior. If you're not currently at peace with your rage or with your anger, out of maybe misunderstanding or uncertainty, then what might it feel like to invite in or imagine some of that peace flowing into your body? Inhale, lift up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Come into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Once more into a chair. So palms to heart, sink your hips, take a look forwards. Nice strong core. Inhale, lean forward onto your toes, lift your heels, reach your arms forward, biceps, wrap your ears. On an exhale, melt it all the way down. Forward fold. Inhale, let's rise, lift it all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana as your arms open wide. Take a look up. Exhale, hands can melt down to your heart. Reach your arms out to your side, and then we're going to come into a forward fold in a slow motion. So you'll start from your head. Bring your chin toward your chest, and then just basically do a reverse upwards. So you're coming all the way down from your neck. Notice the intricacy with every part of your spine as you fold all the way forwards. Slowly come down. Come onto your palms. Gently step your left foot back and then your right. Starting to soften our practice. You can come into a child's pose, either with your knees together like so, reaching your arms forwards, or if you'd like a bit of space for your belly, you can bring your knees wide. And start to allow yourself to melt into the earth a bit. And take a few loving breaths in your nose. And take a few loving breaths out. And start to lift up onto your palms. Let your knees come back in towards midline. Slide your hands over your shins, over your belly, and let them meet at your heart as you lift your torso. And just take a moment here to hold your heart space. Can you soften any tension in your body with the knowing that the sacred rage is an act of deep love? Learning how to express it is its own thing, but in itself, it is love. So can you allow that to just be present with you? Feeling it, accepting it fully. You can bring your palms all the way down to the earth, come all the way onto your belly. Little spinal undulation here as you melt it all the way down. Go ahead and bring your right knee forward. So you're coming into like a half frog. You can come onto your forearms so your elbows are beneath your shoulder. Reach your right arm out in front of you. Let your left fingertips and your arm come under your right. You're going to come onto your left shoulder, roll onto the left side of your mat. Just come into the supine twist. So you're basically rolling all the way onto your left, opening your right arm out wide. On your next inhale, go ahead and roll back onto your belly, gently coming out of this, and then we'll take it to the other side. So exhale, your left knee comes forward, flex your toes, reach your left arm forward, and then same thing just on the other side. Right arm will come under your left, roll onto the right side of your body, and then really open your left arm to the side. Maybe even take your gaze over towards your left fingertips. All right, now continue this roll all the way onto your back. If you need to scoot and shimmy back onto your mat, you're welcome to. Let your knees come in towards your chest. Give yourself this big squeeze. Wrap your hands around your shins. And bring the soles of your feet to the earth. Open your knees wide. Come into Supta, Konasana. Let your left hand come to your heart, right hand come to your belly, and then just start to soften down your eyes. If you have your blocks and want to invite them under your knees for some extra support, you are totally welcome to. And just here as we start to let our practice come to a close, I encourage you to tune back into any sensations in your body. What are you feeling? You can reach your arms over your head, keep your knees where they are, and then just reach your hands to opposite elbow, just opening up through the shoulders a bit. You're welcome to stay here for Shavasana, or you can start to outstretch your legs in front of you, let your arms lay by your side. We won't be here for too long. We're just allowing the practice to integrate, allowing any new feelings or sensations to be seen, to be felt. So even if you're still feeling your rage, that's okay. And now at least you've been able to shine a little bit of light on it, invite in other sensations of love, peace, maybe a bit of compassion there for yourself. Be proud of yourself for showing up today. It can be really hard. It can be challenging to feel even. So I'm proud of you. You can start to move, wiggle through your body, take any of those movements that feel good. Reach your arms all the way overhead, big stretch. Maybe find a little smile, inner, outer smile. And then on an exhale, choose a side to roll onto, take it into a fetal pose. Just find a moment to be here. Feel the support of your yoga practice, of the earth. On an inhale, go ahead and press all the way up, take it into a cross-legged seat. Now, of course, you're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like, but if you're ready to get moving and grooving into your day, then we'll close out here. You can bring your palms to your thighs. Notice if you want them palms face down or palms faced up. Let your shoulders, one more time, relax down your back. Option to soften your eyelids partially or fully. And we'll take 3 soft breaths here. So in and out through the nose, inviting in that softness to the body. Deep breath in. Gentle breath out. Soft breath in. Nourishing breath out. Peaceful breath in. Loving breath out. Option to bring your palms to meet at your heart and find a little grace, find a little gratitude. Thank you so, so much for showing up, for feeling with me and flowing with me. So much love and respect for you and your processing of this intense feeling of anger. Much love. Namaste.